What's going on, world? It's your boy, Kuya. This is NRW. Nerds rule the world, back for another weekly of an entertainment picks. It's what we do here. It's the NRW. And joining me, I'm happy to have them back. I've missed them so. I got the cat that levels me up, Mr. Glenn Lawrence.
What's going on? How we doing?
Good, brother. Good, brother. And of course, my pal, Heather. Don't hurt him. How are you, Heather?
I'm good. I still don't know who I'm hurting, but all right.
Well, it's wonderful to see you both. It feels like forever, but shout out to my man Webster Style filling in over from the Checkpoint Squad, because we've been just busy. It's the holiday season. It's understandable. It's all love, but since we've been gone, what have y'all been up to? I know a lot of things, but like entertainment wise, what have y'all been watching that you've enjoyed or not enjoyed, to just catch up with the people and, vibe with the people? Heather, start it off with you.
Sure. For me, it's been as many of the 14 people who are our main audience know, I've been trying to finish. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I officially finished my degree as of technically on Saturday.
Hey.
So we're still doing the boring rewatches of stuff so that I can get my work done. But to celebrate the closure of my education, I finally watched Violent Night, only 14 months too late.
Wow. Yeah, because now we have Silent Night, which I need to see. I've been meaning to check
I know,
out.
no, that's Silent Night. Is that the second? Is that going to be the sequel?
No. This is a totally different film. Joel Kinnaman, his son dies like right before his eyes. So, and then also he loses the ability to speak. So he goes on a vengeance. And it's directed by John Woo. So
I saw,
Violent Night, and then we have Violent Night, which is a totally different film with murderous David Harbour Sansa, which is also amazing.
Yeah, which is also good. Finally watched that. Also watched the Doctor Who 60th anniversary special, which was really, really, really heartwarming for old and new fans alike. It was really fun to see a classic character brought back to life by none other than the amazing Neil Patrick Harris, who did a lip syncing. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it because you need to see that. It's the best dance that you'll ever see on television ever. But it made a lot of people feel really, really seen, and it was a wonderful moment. And I cannot wait for Gatwa's Doctor. So it's one of my favorites. So
nice. Nothing bad you've seen that you said that people should steer away from?
Not lately. Honestly, it's been when I do have time to watch stuff, it's mostly been screeners, one of which I cannot talk about until January, and another one. I know it's been out for a couple of weeks, but I was able to, Godzilla is all over the place. He's all over the places. And so that's kind of it. But other than that, just classic Christmas movies and classic holiday movies should always make you feel good. Doesn't matter how shitty they are. It's good fun. So
there you go. I feel you on that. All right, Mr. Glenn Lawrence, how are you, sir? What's going on?
Man, I am all right. I'm glad to be back with you all. I had to deal with some family issues, but I'm happy to be back into the fold, man. I've been chilling out. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That was beautiful. That was
I don't know. I didn't.
Heartwarming. But yeah, just been chilling, doing some comedy, whatnot. I was just this weekend. I had a show. A possum show. It was at a place called Possibilities or something like that, but it's like a possum themed shop that I don't know if you guys are really
cool and weird all at the same time.
Yeah. So I was out there doing that. That was kind of fun. Comedy's been picking up, bunch of different shows going on. I've been loving them. I've been enjoying them quite a bit. I've been watching a couple things. One of the things I've been watching was I saw Leave the World Behind, which was
I've been meaning to watch that. I just haven't had the time.
Yeah, it
looks heavy.
It's trippy. I watched it late at night and then went to bed, and I was like, "Ooh, that was a bad idea."
No,
but it's it's a cool one. And then with the little guy, something else that I've been watching that was very cool is I watched Merry Little Batman.
Oh yeah, that was one of my picks last week. You enjoyed it? Yeah,
I did enjoy it with the little.
I like the art style.
I like the art style is interesting. It is a different spin on things. But I thought it was fun and cute and kind of cool. He was really, really into it, so that made it more interesting. The one thing I didn't like about it was they made Alfred look super old. I didn't like that. Come on, man. I like a spry Alfred. I don't like a an old elderly and and he's got a really long nose that looks penile. So I don't like my outfits to be senile and penile. That's
phallic.
Senile and penile. All right, sure.
So, but anyways, that was fun. Those were good. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I feel like I owe you a couple reviews on a few things. So I gotta push those out. But I've been trying to get my head straight with everything going on.
No worries.
But I'm trying to get back into the fold quickly and post haste, I guess, as they say.
All good. Anything bad you've seen at all?
I'm trying to think. That
people should pass on.
I'm trying to think of anything that has gone on that I've been like, oh, what was that? No, not recently. I mean, I'm finishing up Only Murders in the Building, and it's okay. It feels like it's a little telegraphed, but no, everything else is. I can't think of anything that off the top of my head. Oh, I know what was terrible, and I you might have been trying to lead me toward this. The Eagles recently, their play has been terrible, and
I wasn't,
Niners,
but. I'm not trying to rub it in. I wasn't trying to lead you at all.
That was bad.
I would say we played a game, but would you even call that a game?
It would exactly, and I got to listen to my college roommate, and I knew you were probably over there thinking about it. Congrats to y'all. Hats off to y'all. Look like the best team in the league. Have been looking really good all season long, and now you look like you've taken the crown. Congrats.
The reason I didn't want to say anything because me, I'm like, I don't want to jinx stuff. And karma too, I wouldn't want you. I knew I would have been upset if my team lost. And so I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to broach it because I want good karma on my side.
There you
go. But man, my hopes to your team, but man, I am very proud. And I think you could say the same, man. My team is pretty tight right now. They're holding it down.
I don't want them to look good, but they do look good. I don't listen. I want to be the head honcho as an Eagles fan, but we are not. Y'all are heads and bubs, head above. Oh, one other thing I saw was Candy Cane Lane. Eddie Murphy comes back in his return. That was pretty amazing. I liked it. I thought it had a fresh little spin on things. It was fun. I felt like it's something that I hadn't seen before in terms of a Christmas movie and how like the mechanics of it. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was refreshing, and I thought that was really fun. So yeah, those are what I was checking out.
Nice. Well, I'm happy you brought up Candy Cane Lane because actually I spoke with last week or maybe the week before Angela Johnson, who's an amazing comedian like yourself. She played one of the neighbors on there. I've always been a big fan of hers since her Mad TV days. She and I had an interview, and hopefully that'll be up on the channel by the end of this week. Good Times with Angela. I'm a big fan of hers, and wish she had more screen time in the film, but she's amazing, and her special is right now on YouTube as well. So Angela Johnson, shout out to her. But it's a new week. We got more entertainment picks. Y'all ready to check out what we got for this week?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's kick it off with The Family Plan, heading over to Apple TV. Here we go.
I need to be that guy one last time for us.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Happy anniversary.
Dan, my husband, he's an amazing dad.
You almost ready to go to size 4S, huh? How you so big?
Look at the big muscles.
I just wish our lives were
Bigger. Really? At least let me put my kid down.
That is kind of savage. He got a kid.
Sorry about the mess.
Like, really?
Hold on. Oh, hey, Bo. Hey, Dan. Don't hang up.
I need no identities. I'm burnt. Me, my wife, and 3 kids. Have you told them yet?
I'll tell them when I'm on the road. Meet me in Vegas in 3 days.
This is crazy.
Oh my God, we're going to Vegas! Woo!
Oh,
yes.
So pumped. Nothing brings the family together like a road trip.
Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new adventure. Something grabs a hold of me tightly.
5 hours on a plane or 33 hours in the car?
Can someone unlock the car, please?
Go ahead, everybody. I want him found.
That was cool.
Little pothole.
Maxie's been up the whole time, by the way. Where's Dad? Before I met your mom, I was a covert assassin. I escaped that life, and now they found us. Being your husband and their father, that's the real me.
You're like James Bond in a minivan.
I love that minivan. I need to be that guy one last time for us.
Look at you playing the family man.
I'm not playing. This is my life. Hey.
I'm kind of into spontaneous dance.
Wait. Mwah! New record.
All right, there we go. Dropping this week on Apple TV, The Family Plan. Glenn Lawrence, you're a pops nowadays, man. What do you think about this one, bro?
I thought that was cool seeing him being really deft at changing the diaper. I thought that was a nice little touch at the end there. It looks fun, looks like a little romp, should be interesting foray into fatherhood. So I'll check it out. Plus I haven't seen Marky Mark in a while, so let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's holding on to. That looks kind of cool. Although it's all the way over on Apple TV. So sometimes it's hard for me to get all the way over to Apple TV. I don't know what it is. It feels like Apple TV is like that far off like place that you don't go to very often. It's just so far away on my streaming services. I forget, even though it's
in alphabetical order. When I pull up the menu, it's like Apple, then what?
Then Amazon. Yeah, I don't know why, but it feels so far away from me. Like I go to my Netflix first, then the Amazon, then Hulu, and then
I gotta see your setup.
Yeah, it's my setup. I did it. Well, the thing is, the Apple TV streaming service didn't come online until after a lot of these. So, so going to Apple TV for me was just the last in line. But they've got some good stuff. Legacy of Monsters. They got some other good shows on there. Foundation, all these other shows. So I'm making my way over there, but it always feels like it's so far away on my streaming service. Like I never get to it because I'm always clicking. I'm like, oh, let me go check out here. Oh, let me go check out. And by the time I get to Apple TV, it's like all the series are
something else
done.
Hooked you on something else.
Exactly. So, but this looks cool. I like this.
Okay. All right, Heather, I know you have some feelings about Marky Mark, but Marky Mark aside, what do you think about this one?
Well, actually, I just want to really get in depth with Glenn's aversion to Apple TV. We got shows like Ted Lasso just right there.
Yeah, man.
Make you a stronger, better person, and you're just like, it's all the way over there. I'm more concerned.
Brie Larson, that's great. There's a lot of good programming on Apple TV.
I like C. C was good.
C
was
yeah.
Good. It was
good.
I was really engrossed into that. For All
Invasion.
Mankind.
That's good.
I watched an episode of For All Mankind. That looks like really cool. Like there's a lot of cool stuff on there, but I always forget to go to Apple TV, and then I'll end up binging like whatever show just like get through it. So it's good in that respect, but
I see what you mean. I do get caught up when I'm like just trying to browse a little bit, and then you think about it, but then you get caught up on another app, and you're like, oh, I forgot about this one, or there's still an episode left on that one, and
exactly. And then by the time I get to Apple TV, it's like it's late, and I'm like, I'll have to watch it next time. So maybe I'll have to start. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna have to start on Apple TV, and that way I won't get hung up on the other ones because I always go to Apple TV last. So
see. Y'all should keep your eyes out on stuff for Apple TV and me. Like, I'm just saying, y'all should keep your eyes out. I have an Apple TV, so it makes it real easy. It's on the top because I have no other choice.
There you go.
They got me sold on that. When it comes to the show itself, it looks like fun. It looks kind of like another Marky Mark action flick to me. He's done a couple of them where he's the family guy. I'm not saying that's bad, and once again, putting my feelings of certain things that he has set aside. As an actor, we've seen him do this before. At the same time, he's not done it with a production company like Apple, and so it'll be interesting because Apple does have a strong play in on the emotional. He's done a lot of spy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of a wider range with him. So I'm curious.
Yeah, same. I think this is the films he's done that I've enjoyed. This is right in that wheelhouse, mixture of action and comedy. So I'm very intrigued to see how good this one is. And being behind Apple TV, like you said, Heather, they got a little bit of finances and they have kind of like a way they want to go with their product that, you know, should make it an even better project. Mm-hmm. All right, so there you go, Apple TV. We're going to keep it on the streaming services. We're going to head over to Netflix now, y'all. You ready to go for a run?
Let's do it.
Sure.
I'm talking about a chicken run. Dawn of the Nugget. Let's go.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! Life doesn't get better than this. We've put the past behind us. We have Molly to think about now. What a bonny wee hen!
I made her a bicycle.
Oh, what a lovely thought.
She is a lot like you.
See you later.
Mum,
Can we go over there?
you've got everything you want right here.
You can't make me stay here.
She's left the island.
What is that?
Molly! The truck's taking chickens to some kind of farm.
Well, hey, that doesn't look so bad. Oh, that looks so bad.
He's dealing with in there.
Huh? Come on, let's play. Yay! There's something strange about this place.
Behold, the dawn of the Nugget.
Oh, no.
Last time we broke out of a chicken farm. Well, this time, we're breaking in.
It's an impossible mission.
They're going to turn everyone into nuggets. Find those chickens.
Hang on, Fowler!
Oh, there go the goujons.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I was hatched ready, Dad.
We can do this.
Yes!
Oh.
All right, there you go. Dropping this week, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. Heather, are you a fan of the Aardman films? Have you seen Wallace and Gromit? Have you seen the first Chicken Run? What do you think of this one?
Yes, I have. My mother was a huge Wallace and Gromit fan, so she made sure her children were well aware and huge Wallace and Gromit fans. The only movie I have not seen is Shaun the Sheep, the movie.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was good.
It's supposed to be fun. It's one of those films that I've never watched, but I could almost quote the first 3 Wallace and Gromit films by heart because I loved those movies so much when I was a kid. So Chicken Run was a really fun movie, not as good as the Wallace and Gromit films, kind of going to be honest, but did enjoy it. I'm very curious about this one, and I'm glad that they're finally doing it because I know that for a while there, even though they announced the sequel way back when the first film came out, and there was some real big chances there that they were not going to be properly funded. Glad Netflix was able to pick them up and get them through it. So I'm excited.
All right. What about you, Glenn? Did you see the previous Aardman films or Chicken Run, Wallace and Gromit?
I believe so. Wallace and Gromit, I think, it's like classics, and they have had like a bunch of spin-off, like little inserts,
like a Halloween special. They have
like little specials too, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I've seen those or whatever. And Chicken Run, I thought was a really good. The Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's a different company. That's a different company. Yeah. But for some reason, I feel like it's kind of the same, like stop motion type of. It's not the
stop motion.
But it has the same feeling of how things move or whatever. So I'm a fan of that. I like it. For some reason, I think of it as across the pond type comedy. And I'm down for it. Not to be stereotypical, but I'm in the mood for chicken. I'm down. I will 100% love it.
Live in free range.
I love me a tender. I love me a nugget. So, the only I feel like I'd feel bad because I'd be rooting for. I was like, at least how about the chickens that you don't like? Can at least they be nuggets? Because I love nuggets. Where are we going to get our nuggets from if some of these chickens don't get eaten? But this looks cool. Looks fun. Looks like it's going to be interesting. I want the kids starting to watch things now. So this is something that I'll put on for him and see how he gravitates towards it. He's starting to be more attentive, so I'm in for it. So good family fun, yeah. Chicken Run, I'm with it.
Definitely, yeah, man. Big fan of British comedies. Well, my wife is, and she got me into it. We've seen them all the Aardman stuff, Wallace and Gromit, the first Chicken Run, and I'll be honest, this and my top pick for the week I've already seen. So stay tuned, y'all, for my reaction or my review on Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget, as well as my top pick. But it's cute. It's cute. I think if you enjoyed the first Chicken Run, this is kind of a cool way to continue on with the storyline. And I love stop motion from work from Aardman. Plus a lot. I was trying to remember like their OG where I first like really fell in love with Aardman. But just classic stuff. If you love stop motion clay work, that's really old school for me. So a big fan. But yeah, check it out, and I'll have my review hopefully on the channel along. I've got a ton of reviews that I owe, but I've been busy with stuff. So stay tuned. I should hopefully have it up in time. But I will definitely have my review for this one because I was very pleasantly surprised. I really like my first pick or my top pick for this week. We're gonna head over to the Chocolate Factory, y'all, with the prequel. It's called Wonka. Here we go.
Oh, that Chocolate Factory. I thought you were talking about the other Chocolate Factory. I'm glad it was this one.
So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
Funny little man? How dare you? I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
In fact, in Loompa Land, I am regarded as something of a whopper. They call me Lofty.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. My name is Willy Wonka.
You see, I'm something of a magician. Prepare to be amazed.
Teapot.
Inventor.
May I present Willy Wonka's wild and wonderful wishy-washy Wonka Walker. Please don't make me say that again.
And chocolate maker.
The best chocolate in the world.
Ooh. He's good. Too good.
And anyone can afford them. Even
the poor?
He doesn't like it when people say poor.
Send Wonka a message.
Do not sell chocolate in this town!
You're gonna get more than a bonk on the head. I love a bonk on the head. What is with me today?
You should stand up to those bullies. Give them the old 1-2.
I got an idea.
Where do we start?
making chocolate, of course.
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
I guess it's time to change the world.
Okay. Bumpa, lumpa, dumpa diddy. I'm not in premium economy. Good night, sir. I am going flat. Huh. What is it?
Nothing.
Well, it's obviously something because you said, huh.
Forget it.
Very well.
Huh.
Ugh, you did it again. Tell me what it is, or I shall poke you quite viciously with a cocktail stick.
All right, there you go. Dropping this Friday, Wonka. Yeah, Heather, I know you're like, I even like posted about screening. They sent me a virtual. This was part of my CCA stuff that I had to nominate and vote on, and yeah, it was cute. I wish I could have had y'all over to watch it and everything. I also got the color purple. I know you're mad. Don't hate. I had to vote, homies. If y'all were available, and I would have had you over. So anyway,
I'm just gonna say.
I know you're mad.
You could have just you could have color purple. God damn it! You know
you can just come on over. You know, if we have time. If you have to, if you're not having to leave town,
you know what I'm thinking.
Much shit. y'all.
I'm thinking
we'll talk offline because the people are like, let's talk about the picks.
Yeah, they just want to hear the picks.
Glenn, what do you think about Wonka, man?
I will. Oh, you know what? I'll just keep it to Wonka. We'll talk after the thing. I don't know. Willy Wonka was never like something that I like really gravitated towards, except for the Oompa Loompas. I always thought it was kind of like a weird, like movie, like just I don't know. I didn't get the warm and fuzzies from it. I think it should have been a warm and fuzzy movie, but when you watch it, it's like this does not feel warm and fuzzy. It actually feels
weird.
A little.
I know. Are we talking about the Johnny Depp version? Or are we talking the Gene Wilder version?
Gene Wilder, like the first one.
Yeah, to me, I forget the Depp version. Like that's not even qualifies.
Yeah, I haven't even
about Gene Wilder. But it's like the Gene Wilder version it's weird. It's been very weird. It's actually downright scary in some parts. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's cool. But for some reason it has this like nostalgic hold on us that's like, oh, Willy Wonka and the chocolate like it was a good I don't know, just
because
it's so weird.
Live in a chocolate factory land and eat.
Yeah, everything. I think we think about the positives, but really what was happening in the movie was far from positive. Like it did.
Oh no, he was straight up killing people. Let's be honest.
If we want to be real about it. But for some reason, people are like, "Oh, we love it!" Like I think people think of Willy Wonka like you think of Mickey Mouse or something, like a nice whimsical character that allows children to come in and eat all the candy that they want. Like that's totally not what it was. And now it's kind of doing this thing where seems like it's a little bit of a retcon, and we'll get the history of Willy Wonka.
It's not a retcon, just a prequel. It's more so a prequel.
Well, is it retconning like his personality? Because his personality isn't nice.
No, Timothy Chalamet actually does a great job of like doing Gene Wilder. But it's really the character. It's the character itself of Wonka. So they both were doing the character that's been the story of Willy Wonka has been around for like forever, and then Disney kind of did their own version of it. So Chalamet kind of does parts of the storybook version, but also parts of Gene Wilder, who we love. I think he is amazing in the role, to be honest.
Well, from the preview, he looks sympathetic. He looks like a sympathetic character.
Yeah, you don't get the crazy. You get a little bit of the quirkiness, but not the crazy, if you will.
Yeah, like you would like him, you would understand him or whatever. And that's basically what I was saying. Like, I feel like what we have of him, this is kind of, in my opinion, because I've only seen the Gene Wilder version and whatnot, that this is kind of like a retconning of like, no, he was a great man who did this nice thing and this nice, like that's what I was saying in terms of like retconning it, where it's like, wasn't he a little demented? And anyhow. I think it's kind of interesting. I'd like to see it. There's a lot of chocolate in there. It's a good
family film. It's a good family film.
Yeah. I can't wait for all the chocolate bars they're going to sell based off of it.
All right. How about you, Heather? Are you a Gene Wilder fan? Did you like the original? What do you think of the Depp version? What do you think about this prequel?
The Depp version was not the same thing in continuity. It was technically more accurate to the books, however. So there's some give and take there, but it also does show the absolute zanity, and I'm going to use the word zanity, not insanity, that is Willy Wonka and what he's supposed to be. However, Wilder was who a lot of us grew up with, and that was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the film that so many of us know, and it was one of those films. I actually got into a conversation about Mel Brooks. Actually, that was one of those movies that you watched in camp because you could. It was I was talking specifically about Robin Hood Men in Tights for that, but there was a lot of things that you were kind of limited to when you were a kid and you were going to summer camp, especially if you were a latchkey kid in the 80s and 90s. Chocolate Factory was one of those that you got to watch. So you saw it regularly. You fell in love with it because it's what you had. And that was how it went for me. This one. My opinions are this: they're production companies. Timothy Chalamet is not the right all the wrong words here. He is not the only white guy in Hollywood right now, and same with Chris Pratt. There's more than two.
A hell of a lot more than two. At the same time,
it's a whole lot more than two, especially of the white guys. There is. What I will say is Paddington and Paddington 2 are two of my favorite movies of all time. Paddington 2 is quoted to be the second best film of all time. Ask Nick Cage. And so I'm excited. Half the cast is from Paddington, and it's the director of Paddington. And I do not have low expectations, but at the same time, I feel like so much of this is already what we've seen in cinema. Yeah. So I'm like, but I'm also here for supporting Paddington in all the ways. So,
gotcha. All right, I will say it was cool to see. You know, I don't know if I exactly asked for this prequel. I think all of us didn't like really ask for a prequel, right. But it's cool. It's cute. It's magical. It's a family film. Some good music. Give you like some background of like what we know from the Charlie and Chocolate Factory. And Chalamet actually did a decent job. I was a little bit nervous. He channeled some Gene Wilder in it. But stay tuned for the review. I'm gonna put a review out there. But good times. And this week with new stuff dropping, probably the better of the films dropping this week. You know, I gave you what did we give you? Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, The Family Plan, Wonka. If you haven't seen Godzilla -1, to me that's the better film that's out there right now. Go see that. But yeah,
watch Monarch to go along with it. Watch Monarch to go
of new picks dropping this week. You know, Wonka isn't bad. But there's a lot of great films out there. But those are the picks. Where do I score, guys? Family Plan, Chicken Run, and Wonka. Where am I at, guys? Thumbs up. Oh, I'll take it. Considering new stuff coming out, there really isn't a lot of new stuff this week. All right,
not really.
Before we get up out of here, anything else? Last minute promos. Are you giving the laughs anywhere new coming up this week, Glenn, that we want to put out there? Or just tell them where they can see you at.
I don't have a show this weekend, but I do have some shows coming up that'll be cool. Oh, I'll be headlining in Woodbridge. Mark your calendars. I'll be headlining in Woodbridge January 26th at the Electric Palm. So come through, see that. That's going to be on a Friday. That's over a month away, so you got time to put it on your calendars and work it in. I'm looking at you too, Heather. Are you going to be done with school by then? Are you gonna? You said you graduated. Are you gonna be amongst us again?
Hopefully, I do start my MBA in January. So
ooh, look at you, fancy. And you too, Kuya P. I know you're super busy, but hopefully y'all schedules will come out so y'all can see me in person. And then
text me with all that. And calendar, text, email, do all the things, and then I'll do my best.
But yeah,
because I want to support. You know how it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but if you're wondering, you can check me out on Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook and IG, Level Up comedy.com. You get all the news and insights on where I'll be and what I'll be doing.
There you go, y'all. And again, for those that don't live in the DC area, Virginia area, that's Woodbridge, Virginia, Northern Virginia, right. DC area. Because it's on YouTube, so I just want to make sure there's some clarifications in case you go to like a Woodbridge and people like, I don't see Glenn Lawrence. What's up with that? Show him love and follow him on all the things. Level Up Comedy, my man Glenn Lawrence. Heather, getting that education on, but anything you just want to put out there real quick before we? You have a couple interviews that we're gonna drop on the channel.
Yeah, dude, just keep your eyes out on the channel. I've got a whole bunch of I've got a handful of interviews coming out. I've had a handful of interviews. So keep all your eyes on things here. Hit that like button, do the subscribe thing, and you'll figure it out. You'll get it.
And how can they check you out online and follow and do all the
things? Oh yeah, you can do that too. At Nerd is a Heather on Twitter and at Heather is a Nerd on TikTok, Instagram, and TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky. But
there you go, y'all. Show love to Heather and Glenn. Those are my peoples. It's the NRW. For me, it's the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, Blue Sky. And of course, here at the NRW and at Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world, those are our picks. Let us know how I did in the comments below, or if I'm totally off, or if there's something better I should watch. Hit me up. All right, y'all. Heather, Glenn, your boy Kuya P. We out. All right.